Hey y'all, it is Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all you wonderful moms out there. All you moms out there, happy Mother's Day. Um, I decided to come outside just for a little bit. I know I didn't want to work today, but I didn't get to do anything yesterday. So I just came out here for a little bit and I was like, let me get some stuff done out here. So I'm out here and I am literally pulling everything out the garden. That's what it seems like to me right now. So I'm pulling everything out the garden because it's way overdue and it's ready to come out. So, and I wanted to show you guys this harvest carrots that I'm doing right now, and it is looking amazing. Let me show you. So, I kind of cleared out these pots right here and this one, and I collected all the bulbs are in that box over there. But as you can see, it's looking pretty empty, right? I still have a lot of stuff to do, pull out, but and I ended up like just cutting this back. Everything looked like it was dying anyways because because I haven't watered in like 3-4 days, and it's been like 100 and something degrees out here, and I haven't had time to come out. But what I do need to do is I need to harvest my potatoes because they are ready. I got a lot of potatoes in here. Let me see if I can find another set. Yeah, see this? I'm gonna harvest these tonight, and I'm pretty much cutting back everything. I'm pulling all the winter flowers that were in here out. There's some more potatoes over here. And then look at this tomato plant. It is huge. I do need to cut off some of these suckers so that we don't have them in here. But I pulled off all the sweet peas. They're out. I harvested the sweet peas. I'm just gonna take them out and maybe cook them in some like rice or something. Or do like my Spanish rice or something like that. But look at these carrots, y'all. The sweet peas are under here, but look at these carrots. They are looking great. Look. I mean, right? And they are so good. They are so good. Like, my kids are going to have a field day with that. Well, me and my kids. And then I am also chopping back the flowers from the roses and stuff just to cut back on the Japanese beetle. They're kind of died down, so, but I will have to treat my soil for them because if I don't, I am going to regret it, and I don't want to have to deal with them, so many of them next year, and lose all my blooms again like I did this year. I don't want to have to do that and deal with that. So I'm pulling all these carrots out today, and I'm really happy with the harvest that I'm getting from the carrots. I actually had a mix of carrots in here, but most of them turned out to be orange, and I mean, this is not really much of a red one, but I think I got a couple of yellow ones in here though. But most of them turned out to be orange, so I wouldn't really call that a mix. Yeah, so, and then I'm pulling out all the ranunculus and anemones, and saving the bulbs for next year. Or just fall. Come fall, I will put them back in the ground. I will soak them up and put them back in the ground. But the zucchini plant over here is growing, and it's got flowers already, so I should probably get some zucchinis pretty soon. But I'm going to remove pretty much everything from around it. I'm not sure how well these onions are doing or how long they need to be in here. But I'm trying not to water them as much because they don't need that much water. That one is okay, but most of them haven't got that big yet, so I have to leave the onions in. I don't want to, but I got to. I might have to pull them out. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. You know, I just kind of do things as I go along. If I feel like it needs to come out, it's going to come out. If I don't want it to come out, it'll stay in. But a lot of stuff was getting dried out because I haven't been out here in probably almost a week, y'all. I had my kids after school water a little bit because I get off of work and it's so late. And I decided to start going to the gym just so I can exercise and that way I'm not in so much pain after I do my garden work. because I've been having some sciatica pain, and so I saw his physical therapy, and he wants me to do more workouts, so that's what I'm gonna do. So just to strengthen my body, so I can be able to come out here and do more workouts. But I'm not sure. Okay, well, it's working now, but this was empty because again, I haven't been out here to water or fill it up, because when it gets really hot, you have to fill this up every single day. If you don't, it won't, it'll dry out. So anyways, that's it for right now. I'll show you guys some more. Oh, and I wanted to show y'all, look at all these pretty flowers. Aren't these beautiful? My sister likes it like this because she likes that cottage feel. They're really pretty though. I really like the colors. I was not expecting them to be this tall. So I think next year what I'm going to do, I'm going to let them go to seed. And next year I'm going to put them all the way back there where that palm tree is, all along the fence. Look at this, y'all. I got so much from the garden. Carrots, and at the very bottom I have the sweet peas. These are beets. I thought they were red Swiss chard, and it turns out I pulled one, and because I'm like, why are they all like drying out? But they were beets. So I got some beets, I got some yellow potatoes, I got some red potatoes, I got some carrots, and some some sweet peas at the bottom. I did pull out most of the cilantro. I know I was going to leave them to go to seed, but no, I'm going to just leave a couple of them to go to seed. The garden bed is pretty much empty, and now that it's pretty much empty, I'll be able to run my drip system before everything else I'm going to put in here starts growing for the summer. But I have decided that because I don't do so well with growing white or yellow onions, I'm not going to plant them anymore. Only because, unless I'm like planting them in a separate area together where I don't have to water them as much, because I know they don't need to be watered as much. And I think that is why they're not doing so well in the garden beds, because I do water the garden beds a lot. I haven't been watering this week though, so everything kind of died off. But moving forward, I'm not going to put them in here. And I will stick with growing the green onions, because I do eat a lot of the green onions. But the white onions, I don't mind buying it from the store. I do cook a lot with white onions, but I can cook with green onions as well. And, you know, it's not that much more to buy them from the store compared to the water that I spent, time and that I spent out here watering them and taking care of them. I think it's just best that way. I'll probably grow some garlic in the future, but I think the problem could have been is that I planted them too late. I didn't plant them in time. I think I planted them like a month after they were supposed to be planted. So I am still picking red potatoes out of here. I got a really good harvest, so that's going to make a nice meal for me and my kids. We will enjoy that. And we should have a lot of carrots left over for, you know, a couple of weeks or so. We did get a good amount of carrots. I'm really happy with the harvest of my carrots. I got some small ones, medium-sized ones, and some large ones. So I'm really happy with that. But now that all this stuff is out of the beds, let me just kind of walk around here. As you can see, that onion looks like it's doing all right. These are. So I think I'm going to leave these in probably about another couple of weeks to see how they do, and while I run my drip system. Once I'm done running the drip system, if they're not ready, they're coming out regardless. So and then another thing is I'm gonna have to learn how to dry them, you know, so that they don't go bad. That's a big thing with me is I gotta learn how to do all that so that I'm not losing. But yeah, see, this whole trash can is full from this, and I wish I had a really nice compost area with I need to build me a compost area, because that thing is too small, and I just need to find a spot where I can put a compost section, and so I'm able to compost all this stuff. The chickens get as much as they can. I don't want to fill up their coop with you know, the stuff I'm getting from the garden. There's always plenty for them anyways. So there's always things out here for them to have. Again, I haven't been out here for a while, so everything's droopy and dying out, and because I've been too busy with everything else. And I get home from work and I just been drained lately, and I've been going to work out at the gym with my daughter after work. So before about an hour, so that's taking an hour away from me actually being out here in the garden, but I need to do it, says my physical therapist. So again, I'm so happy. This is a pretty nice sized bowl, y'all. And I'm really happy with my harvest today. So it's a great Mother's Day, I would say. And that's it. That's it for now. So happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. Enjoy your Mother's Day. Enjoy your time with your kids. And I love y'all. Have a good week. Bye.